My biggest dream as a music instructor is probably to see my students, all of them, better than me one day. And to get there, I make sure I give them all the tools that they need, not only for them to play well, but also for them to learn how to learn by themselves. What that means is, even if at a certain point, for some reason, we can't continue to have lessons, I want you to have all the tools that you need, that even without my help, you can still keep growing as a musician. And it's these exact same tools that I made sure I gave to my former student, Corey, that paved the way for him to be where he's at today. This guy's always, he's always ready, right? And that's how you should be. I just went 3, 2, 1, you're live. And the guy was ready, right? I don't know what he did there. Trust me when I tell you. Anyways, I didn't show him that. That's all I can say. Rarely do I get a student who had, some kind of musical background. But Corey was one of these examples who not only barely had any musical background himself, plus he came from a family who had literally zero musical background. I mean, he played the drums a little bit as a kid before that, but when it came to piano, he knew nothing when we started. And as much as I would love to take all the credit for myself, he would not be where he's at today if he did not practice hard every day. Plus, even when we do the hard work down here, remember, it's always God who provides all the growth. So this video right here is probably the first one I posted on the channel. That was 4 years ago. So let's listen to it. So that was in 2020. That was probably one of his first assignments, because our piano lessons were online at the time, and we were like hundreds of miles away, and he would send me his progress send me video progress. So that was in 2020. And then later on in 2021, he sent me this. Like in less than a year. Can you imagine? At the time, I didn't have like a lot of students, and no disrespect, but he was probably one of the slowest. But he had this work ethic, and that's one of the, I learned this lesson from the beginning. Learning music, it's not about how smart you are. It's about your work ethic. It's about how hard you're willing to work, how much you're willing to practice. Because at the time also I had, other students who were probably smarter than him, but he worked a lot harder, and that's what's the most important. And now he surpassed a lot of these students, and The thing about music is once you lose this momentum, it's hard to catch up. And one person I usually listen to, Dave Ramsey, he says when you smart, you need to work twice as hard to succeed in life. The reason is because you think you smart. Right? Sometimes they tend to be lazy, right? Because you think you're smart, you don't need to practice as hard, and that's where you end up failing. Because trust me, from experience, I would rather have a student who works hard but not that smart than a student who's smart but doesn't work that hard. Telling you. So this next video was a recital that we had like about 2 years ago, right? 2023. Yeah. So that was probably one of the best time that we had, like with all of my students. I invest myself in my students. Things that I do for my students, so far I've never seen any other music instructor do. But there's only so much I can do. The rest is up to you. Even for you who's watching my videos, I try to post the best content that I can. You can watch them. You can learn from them. But if you don't put in the work, if you don't practice, daily practice, you're not going to see much progress. I have this kid now who is currently in my student. Corey is actually a former student. He's no longer my student. Right now, he's flying of his own wings, right? But I have a student right now. I like to think of him as the next Corey. So what do I mean when I say the next Corey? One thing about Corey when he was in the lessons is that he always went above and beyond, right? Let's say, for example, I give him like 3 homework for the week. He would go and finish the 3 homework. He would go on YouTube, watch one of my videos, and learn a song or something that I showed on the channel. We were not even in the lesson yet. And he just do it and then send it to me. So what I'm not suggesting, if you're my student watching this video, I'm not telling you to not do what I tell you to do and then do your own thing. That's not what I'm saying. My point is he was working so hard, he was practicing so much that he had the time not only to complete my homework, and then he would still keep practicing on top of that and go further beyond. Now, the reason I call Mishak my next Corey is because I feel like he reminds me a lot of Corey, really, in terms of his work ethic. Like this kid be spamming my phone. I mean, I always cared about my students' practice. Different season, I try different things to make sure that they do practice. But like one thing I used to do before, I used to pay someone because I wouldn't have the time to do it. I would used to pay someone to call my students every single day to make sure that they practice. What other instructor would do that? But something I do now is I make the time myself to call them for free, no extra charge. I just care so much about my students. I make sure that they do practice. Because the thing is, even if I do my best as an instructor, if you don't practice the way you should, you're still not going to see the progress. I think I said that earlier, right? That's why I'm so hard on practice. So what we do every single day, not every single day, from Monday through Thursday, we go on a group call and then I check on them. I make sure that they did practice for the day And if they were struggling with anything, I make sure I help them. It's basically a free lesson, but we just call it a group practice. But Meshach, like, he be spamming my phone like every time. Let's say, for example, we're supposed to start at 6:30. If it's 6:31, I probably have already 10 messages on my phone from Meshach.
What time is the practice? What time does practice start, Lindsay? Huh? Please respond. Wednesday, can you respond now? I am tired of texting. So please respond. I'm tired, please respond.
And no, I'm not annoyed. I really am not annoyed. But hey, man, keep doing what you're doing. Because the same way Corey used to be like one of the students who was the furthest behind. He was like one of the students who were behind. And then with with time, as he practiced hard day after day, he became, one of the most advanced students. And that's the case for Meshach. I feel like he's practicing so hard. He was very behind in the beginning. Like, he would always be frustrated with himself because he would struggle so much to get the stuff right. But like I told you, he always practiced every single day. And now he's one of the students who are the furthest along. Right? So, like I said, it's about how much you're willing to put into work. And this is Sephora. She was probably one of my first students as well. Hey, look. Listen, it's all about hard work. So Dali also is one of my former students. You've probably seen a video that we did not long ago. She was playing the sax. Actually, that day she actually played at my church. Man, I'm probably the only one who can tell you how proud you can be when you can see that, like, your student that you started from scratch with are doing like these things and are doing it well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And that was also us having some fun. So she provided the melody and we were just jamming. And she was one of my most advanced students at the time as well. And I hate it when my students, they start getting good like that and they just drop out, either because I mean, in her case, it was mostly because of school. I mean, I think I was the reason why lessons got stopped, because I was doing trucking over the road. And then when I came back, she got too busy with school and stuff like that. Hey, if you're watching this, I miss you. I miss you guys. I hope you guys can find the time again, especially those of you who got busy. I hope you get to find the time again to practice, and hopefully for lessons too. So if you felt inspired by this video, please leave a thumbs up, like again, because that's probably the most important thing you could do for this video, for the YouTube algorithm. So please like. And also, if you'd like to try your first lesson with us, hey, give me a call. And if you're like in Central Florida, you could stop by my studio. Otherwise, we could just have our lessons online. It's up to you. So keep practicing, keep the grind going. I'll see you in the next video.